Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new episode of Niche. My name is Erose and we are playing the Queen Bee Challenge. And we are here with our lovely tribe, and in the last episode we had our queen who passed away, so now it is time to name a new queen for our tribe. And we're gonna go ahead and name Jewel as the queen because you guys voted and you guys really wanted to have Jewel be queen, and it was so close the last time. She almost won, so she finally got her chance to be queen. So we're going to go ahead and change her to an alpha rank, and we're also going to go ahead and change her gems so we know that she is special. She has some very beautiful gems, and I love the coloration for her. She has this beautiful panda pattern and these gorgeous stunning blue eyes. And we're going to go ahead and switch up the naming. Normally we'd be doing A through Z naming. We'd have a baby that started with A, then B. But we're going to go ahead and start naming her children based off of different types of gems or jewels or different things like that. So I think that'll be a fun little mix to add in because we've been doing ABC challenge for the names for quite a bit now, and it's time to switch it up a little bit. So Jewel is going to be our queen, and unfortunately for us, we don't have any males that are a perfect fit because their immunities don't line up just right. So we're going to be looking at trying to get different mates that would be really good for the jungle. So different males that have lean body and velvet paw would definitely be something that we're looking for. So I think Runt might be a good possible mate, even though their immunities don't match up just quite. Pluto has the lean body too, that might be fun to mess around with. And Uran also has lean body and velvet paw. He's a little bit young though, so we're gonna have to wait for him to get a little bit older. But I think for now, maybe Runt and Pluto, and then I think Magic has double velvet paw, so you might want to go ahead and mess around with that too. So yeah, so we're gonna get started with a brand new queen. We have tons and tons of food, so this tribe doesn't really have to worry about food, but we're trying to work on breeding some creatures that'll be good for the jungle. Alright, so who is the closest male that I might want to breed? Maybe Runt? Alright, so if we take a look at Runt's genetics, right now in our mutation menu we have lean body and velvet paw, which if we go ahead and pop that in, we have a very good chance of getting that. Because right now Jewel has medium body and she has double nimble fingers, and the eyesight is also a problem too. So, I might want to go ahead and put eyesight in this instead of velvet paw to make sure that we try to get creatures that are born with some good eyesight, I think. Alright, so let's go ahead and move. Let's see, I was gonna have, where should we have the queen lay? Maybe down in this nesting area for now. So let's go ahead and move our queen down in here. And then we can go ahead and move Runt down here and see if he can go ahead and breed with the queen, and they were able to breed. So the queen will be having her first baby in the next turn. Uran, he's going to go ahead and collect these berries. And we do have a little expedition group going on over here where they're kind of exploring the rest of the island, like up in this area and then maybe up over in here to see if we have any wandering creatures that we can go ahead and invite. And hopefully these wandering creatures will be male so they can breed with our queen, because only one female of our tribe is able to actually breed at any given time, and that person can only be the queen. So that is the way of the Queen Bee Challenge. Alright, so let's go ahead and collect a bunch of foliage. So we're going to have lots of different materials to use to build nestices, and magic. You might be an interesting creature to breed. Why are you're still sick, but your immunities are different. I think, weren't your immunities the same before? Or were you standing next to a sickly creature? I can't quite remember what's going on with you. And then Lovely Jr. was the last baby born for our queen, Lovely, who passed away. And we'll have to see how she goes. I think she is, yeah, oh, that's why Magic is sick. Because Lovely is a sickly creature. Ah, yes, I remember now. So Lovely is a sickly creature, so we are going to have to kind of isolate her. Not because we want to be mean, just because if she's around healthy creatures, she has a very high chance, as a matter of fact, to get them sick as well, and kind of spread her cold throughout the whole tribe, and we definitely don't want to infect everybody. So we're going to be careful with that. And then Fang You do have Velvet Paw too. Let's see. I kind of want to... Let's have Runt and Pluto. Where is Pluto at? He was a beautiful... He's in the expedition, so I might want to go ahead and bring Pluto back down here so she can go ahead and breed with Pluto and Runt for now. And she does have a very high chance to have sickly creatures as well, just because the immunities of this tribe do not line up. So we have a chance to have more sickly creatures like Lovely. But hopefully she'll be able to have some healthy creatures. So let's go ahead and see who the first baby is going to be. And it is a healthy baby boy. Thank goodness. He has medium body and he has the velvet paw that we're looking for. He didn't inherit, unfortunately, his mother's blind eye and his recessive trait or an active slot. So we'll have to keep that in mind. And then let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and move Pluto back down here a little bit, back down to the main island. Over here, we can start moving him. And then maybe, let's see, there's a nest right there. So let's go ahead and pop Jewel. Let's see, this nest needs to be repaired. Let's go ahead and repair this nest and have her pop in there, and then see if her and Runt can have another child together, and then move her closer to Pluto to see if they can have children of their own. And let's go ahead and collect this, and then I think he'd be very like, you don't need that nest anymore, and go ahead and take that nest down. Oh, that's so funny. And then Runt, you can go ahead, I think we can go ahead and move you over here since you'll be breeding with Pluto in the next turn. And then for this little boy, we forgot to name him, but we are going to name him based off like a gemstone or something like that. And we're going to go ahead and name him, I think, Flint. I think Flint would be a very good name for this little boy. So let's go ahead and name him now. So we have a little Flint here. There we go. Flint. And oh, he's so cute. I love like the little orange fur with the coloration of the dark panda pattern, which is very cute. And then let's go ahead and move over here. And let's start going ahead and getting some of these different berries that are around this area. And there is a mole too. We can go ahead and play whack-a-mole if we really want to. And Fang, he's going over here. Why don't we have him move here so we can go ahead and get that foliage. And then get these berries. So many berries. And it looks like Magic is still sick. Let's go ahead and move him a little bit farther away from Lovely, who is our sickly creature, unfortunately. Oh my goodness. She's so adorable though, and she definitely reminds me of her mother, the Queen. Queen Lovely. She was a lovely queen. Unfortunately, she only lived to be queen for one turn, or not turn, excuse me, but for one episode, because she was so sickly and had such a short life. And then I forgot again, because I am in between recordings, but we do have our wandering ocean creatures over here. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at these guys. Oh my goodness, I always forget about you girls when I come back. We're gonna have to make a special note to remember that Nella and Eel are out here, and they're doing a really good job collecting the different types of clams. And I want to see if we can go ahead and get a little bit of fish. I mean, you did find some water bunnies over here too, but there's a clam over there. So we'll have to remember to make sure that we are checking in on them to make sure that we use all of our moves that we can with our tribe each turn. And then over here you guys are kind of like exploring this area. There's a mole right there, so I'll have to keep that in mind too if we want to go ahead and get some of those moles. And then you ladies can go ahead and follow back out this way. And then here is Pluto just hanging out, getting ready to move closer to the queen. But the queen is about to have her second baby. So let's go ahead and see. Oh my goodness, a beautiful little girl with these stunning yellow eyes. Oh my goodness. And it looks like she has good immunity. She's not a sickly creature, and she did inherit the lean body and velvet paw, which I'm very, very pleased with that. Unfortunately, she does have the blind eye in her inactive slot. And we are going to go ahead and give her a special gemstone name, and we're going to go ahead and name her Topaz after her gorgeous, stunning yellow eyes. And I think that'll be really fitting. If only I could type. There we go. Topaz. Topaz, oh my goodness, she's a special girl. She's definitely beautiful with her her stunning eyes. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's go ahead and move Jewel a little bit closer to, or maybe we can move Pluto. Let's see how far Pluto can get. Kind of like, oh wait, we're not doing a good job. Let's go ahead and move him here. Alright, so she's over here. And what we can do is kind of move her closer this way. and she can go ahead and breed with Pluto, and then she can have a baby in the next turn with him when she goes ahead and finds a nest. I don't want Runt to go too far away, so he's gonna kind of stay like in the area just in case if these two end up making like sickly babies, since that is a possibility that we're gonna have to keep in mind. And then let's go ahead and gather up more food with these guys. I may have actually some more creatures join like the expedition area out over here, because right now we have these two lovely ladies kind of like exploring there. There's a nice little berry bush right over here. Go ahead and get that. And then we have Magic, who finally is no longer sick, so we can start moving him out this way too. And then Lovely, she's a sickly creature, so she's going to kind of hang out in this area. And then why don't we have Opal make her way across this area to start exploring. And also Iggy, why don't you go ahead and start exploring as well, because we don't really need a ton of food, so we definitely need to send more exploring. And here's little T. She can go ahead and start exploring out this way as well. And then I think we'll keep Star around here. And then Cuckoo, you can go ahead and move over there. And then Fang, go ahead and get those. And then Uran, you can go ahead and get this. And then little Flint, oh my goodness, little Prince, he's so cute. And then Fang, who is getting a little bit older. He's definitely one of the oldest members of our tribe. And then it looks like there is some different crabs we can get there. And let's go ahead and move her back down this way. And then Eel, you can go ahead and go over here. And Eel's getting older, oh no. Oh no, poor little Nella is gonna be alone. Be the lone water creature unless we get another water creature pretty soon. So let's go ahead and see what the next baby is going to be if we skip this turn. And we can go ahead, actually we can go ahead and move Topaz out of this nest and move the queen back in this nest right here. And she can have her baby in the next turn. And let's go ahead and start moving. I guess we can move Flint out a little bit this way. And then Uran, I kind of want you to see if you can go ahead and get, oh, you're not able to get any moles, are you? Because you don't have enough ability to do so. Let's see. Oh, and you scared them away. We're definitely going to have to teach our creatures how to hunt a little bit better and not scare away the moles so easily. And then Lovely, why don't you go ahead and move over here so you don't infect anybody. And then Iggy, you are exploring, my little one. So why don't we go ahead and move you out this way. And then Opal, you're not that fast. And then T, I kind of like to make sure that they kind of stay in like a group when they explore. Just because I don't want any of our creatures to kind of like run into trouble when they're all by themselves. Just so they're able to have like a group of people where they, or a group of like creatures that can help them fight if they need to. And then Magic, which way do you want to go? I think Magic would maybe want to follow these ladies down this way to see what's around this tree and maybe around this area over here. And then I don't know if we're gonna find anything actually, but we can hope. We can hope we can. And let's go ahead and see. Let's see. I want to go ahead and move Nella. Oh, there's the bunnies again. Let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and chase those bunnies down. Even though they are water creatures, but they do a really good job catching bunnies too. But unfortunately we're not able to get any now. Oh no, we're not able to get any bunnies right now. And then Fang, he's still getting pretty old. He can go ahead and collect the berries while we have him over there. And then Uran, why don't you go ahead and start exploring as well? Just because we have so much food. And then Pluto, kind of want you to stay around the queen. So you can go ahead and collect some of these berries right here. There you go. And I think we'll leave you there for now. And then I think those are pretty much all the moves that I want to do for this turn. So let's go ahead and see what the next child of the queen is going to be. Hopefully it is a healthy child. So far we were able to have a healthy child. Flint and Topaz. And hopefully the third child will also be healthy. We have a little boy with these stunning purple eyes, but unfortunately it looks like he is a sickly creature. Oh no, he has double F immunity. And he didn't inherit any of these special genes that we're looking for. But we're gonna go ahead and name him Jasper. I think that'd be really cute, like gemstone names. A little Jasper here. And there we go. Oh my goodness. I love the different eye colors that Jewel is having. She's having her precious little like gemstone babies with these very, very beautiful eye colors. But unfortunately, Jasper is sickly, so we're going to have to make sure that we move everybody away from him so that, unfortunately, he won't get anybody sick for now. So that was with Pluto. So the first child with Pluto was a sickly child. So maybe we'll go ahead and try with Runt again to see if we can go ahead and get another baby. So let's go ahead and move the queen right here. Go ahead and mate with him. And it looks like she did not get pregnant from him. So let's go ahead and try again. And no pregnancy. There we go. We have a pregnancy now. And then we'll go ahead and collect this. And then Topaz. Why don't you go ahead and start going a little exploring down this way. And then we have these two ladies who can kind of like explore out this way to see what we can find. Kind of like by the base of this, and maybe they can go ahead and collect all the foliage over here too. So we're gonna have tons and tons of materials and tons of food. So that's gonna be very, very nice. And let's go ahead and collect the berries that are over here with Cuckoo. And then Fang, who this is his last turn, is going to be passing away. In the next turn, you can go ahead and go stand over here. And then Star, you can go ahead and collect these berries. And maybe start collecting the foliages over in this area too. And look at these moles! These moles are out. Oh my gosh, we scared them away. You guys, you need to learn how to hunt. These silly girls. But let's go ahead and move you here. Go ahead and collect all this stuff. There we go. Collecting all the things. Go ahead and get that nut. And then collect some more of this foliage. And then poor little Lovely, who is our sickly little girl. Oh, at least she can have a friend. With Jasper and Lovely, maybe they can become friends together with each other. And then Nella, oh no, is she all by herself now? It looks like Ela has passed away. So now she is alone on bunny duty, but I don't see any bunnies over here. So maybe, oh, there they are. The water bunnies, but she's not able to actually get the bunnies, is she? That was only Eel. Eel was able to use her claw to get the bunnies. Oh no. And then Uran, you can go ahead and collect the nuts that are over here since you're over this way. And then Pluto, why don't you come over here and collect the nuts? I'm not sure if I want you to go away yet, but I definitely want to, you know, keep you close. So let's go ahead and skip the turn. It looks like it is raining, and we're going to go ahead and move Jasper out of the nest, and then we can go ahead and put the queen in this nest and have a baby in the next turn. But we are going to go ahead and end the episode here, and we'll see what baby we have in the next turn. And hopefully, ooh, Jasper, you're close to the queen. Actually, we're gonna have to have the baby a different turn. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, it's so easy to forget like that. But I'm thankful that I was able to remember. And Jewel didn't get sick from her son. But we are going to end the turn here. And let me know what you guys think about the Jewel names. And let me know your favorite little niche things that we have in our tribe at the moment. And I see a carnivore! Right here! There is a carnivore. So we're going to have to fight that in the next turn. Hopefully these lovely creatures are going to be okay in fighting them. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!